So I've been on a mission to find an engine for this Scott's frame that I've had, that I showed with that other Scott's free self-propelled that I got recently, that I actually fixed, and the self-propelled worked, so I sold that lawnmower. I still need an engine for this. That engine had a side shaft self-propelled on it, which I'm not sure it would have looked very well on here. So I stole a lot of parts off this engine. I took the cover off and the carburetor and just reassembled it back together. I've had this for a long time and I need to do something with it. I just don't like having stuff around for a long time. So I found this on Craigslist for $30. It is another Scott's. I haven't done a lot of research on it yet. It's a 2-in-1 mulch. This is a self-propelled. What I liked about it, I wanted to put an equivalent engine on there, 6 horsepower. That's a 6.5 at least. And this frame is, as you can see, pretty much rotted out on this. But my concern, I didn't see this in the picture, is this riser that's on here, which tells me the shaft is different and or the pulley can come off. I'll show you underneath here. But this is a Briggs & Stratton 6 horsepower engine with a primer button, and it runs. And you can see the pulley in here, and there's so much rust, I'm not sure how much I can get off, if I can get this pulley off here or not, and then see how long that shaft is. But this frame is just rotted. This is kind of a comparison under here, what I'm looking for, which is a short shaft. I was hoping to find an engine just like this, or the length, and just be able to transfer this blade over. And you can see how high this sits up. So the other option is to put this riser on there to make the engine sit up. But then it's going to have a gap in here because of this cover. But if I can't make it work out, I've got a good running engine off this. So let's give it a start and show you how it runs. I'm going to put this on a piece of plywood before I start it, because this thing is so trashed. I don't even want it to be cutting my grass, which needs cutting desperately from all this rain. So let's just do a little closer overview of this particular Scott's 2-in-1 convertible. Mulch and bag, no bag. Self-propelled still works. This whole thing is just trashed, the frame. And hopefully the engine is not. It runs. Air filter looks horrible, will have to be replaced. Handles all busted up. It is a rust bucket, so this is no more than an engine and a cable here that's, to me, worthwhile keeping. Thing to look for is to make sure this will transfer over. Looks like it will be close, if not about the same, that cable. It's just a rusted out mess. Real safety issue when you can see a blade spinning around on a frame. But this is exactly what I was looking for, is to get a junk rusted out frame. Most people throw these away, or a curb alert, and I never get them. So let's put this on a piece of plywood and see if it'll start for me today. And just look at this safety nightmare. Not only have you got a rusted out hole, but he's got this strap on here, this braced on this so-called good side, to hold the bad side to keep it from falling off. It's just a real piece of junk. People are really creative. Let's give it a little prime. Fine looking lawnmower, isn't it? It's good to have a engine and or a parts engine, which I'm out. Let's see if it'll start. There we go. One thing is not running very high RPM, I noticed that. Well, that picked up when I took the air filter out. Oh my God. It runs, but not great. Self-Propelled is a mess. Doesn't that sound good? Well, I hope I can use this engine on this Scots. If not, I got a parts engine, I'm going to crash this frame. Now you can really see how horribly rusty the inside of this frame is on this. And this bolt is frozen. Put a block of wood in here and turned this, and the blade broke free. So the engine is spinning around still. It's going to have a real challenge trying to get this off. I hate to cut this blade off, but I may just have to get it out through the hole and put it in a vise and try to get this bolt out without stripping it. You got to be very careful, these bolts will break. So fun times with this rusted out Scots.